You know, I'm so glad that all of our devices are going to have a headphone jack forever. What? Apple's going to get rid of the headphone jack in the next iPhone? What's up guys, it's TheoRayman65 here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about an iPhone rumor that the iPhone 7 will not have a headphone jack. Now if you guys are hoping for more of these Apple rumors from the new iPhone and stuff like that, I've already covered a video, and I covered that video last week. I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can go check that one out. Anyways, we are here to talk about the rumor that struck the internet like a wildfire, and that is that Apple will not be having a headphone jack on their new iPhones. Phone companies today have already tried to figure out how to put more stuff into the phones, like Apple, Samsung, and really any phone company that is out there. Making these phones thinner, lighter, and faster, they're also trying to put as much power as they can into the phone. So with that, they've had to make a lot of sacrifices. We've seen Apple make two big sacrifices on the iPhones already. Number one, changing the 30-pin dot connector to the Lightning connector, which saved a lot of space in my mind. That was a great idea for Apple to do because they were able to put more into the iPhone. The thing that really sucked though is when the phones got thinner, battery life came poor. iPhone 6 and 6S is a thing that Apple did wrong, I think, and the battery life was really small on those. Apple got rid of the 30-pin dot connector because they wanted more room in the iPhones, and the Lightning connector did give them that. So the thinking that they did with the 30-pin dot connector, changing it to the Lightning, that's the same thinking that they're doing, changing the headphone jack to maybe even just a microphone on the bottom of the iPhone, another microphone that we haven't seen yet to improve audio onto the iPhone. Now, a lot of people are actually very upset that when this rumor came out, and also a lot of people are questioning why Apple's doing this and stuff like that, but they're the people who are complaining about battery life and performance on their phones. Now, the people that do know what is going on here with this are also realizing, hey, this is gonna make a more powerful phone, maybe a couple millimeters thinner, who knows? Those are the people that are thinking like, eventually all phones are gonna be like that. I'm somebody who agrees thinking like that. All phones are gonna eventually get rid of the headphone jack and just go straight to Bluetooth audio listening. Apple is just trying to be the first company to make this happen. To make the new iPhone more powerful, Apple is going to get rid of the headphone jack, and to compromise with this, they're gonna be releasing earpods that instead of having this connector on the end of it, the regular headphone jack connector, they're gonna be putting the Lightning connector on the end of it. So think about this. You're gonna have regular earpods like this. Same earpods no matter what, just a different connector, and it's gonna plug into the Lightning connector. And here's why people are having a problem with this. The reason why people are having a problem with it is think about all the money that we've already spent in headphones. I know I have a pair of Beats. Obviously those aren't cheap, but here's the thing. Apple is going to be working with these companies to make a Lightning connector on the end of headphones. So no longer will we have a headphone jack, or maybe even they'll include a different cable just for Apple users, because I don't see a lot of other companies going towards this yet. I think they're gonna wait because Apple does have this rumor now that the headphone jack's gonna be gone. So we'll just have to wait and see how the media and other companies see how Apple takes this. But like I just said, Apple will be making new headphones pretty much and working with companies to make a Lightning port on the end of headphones instead of a headphone jack. One company has already done this. I'm pretty sure that it's a company called Philips. They've already made Lightning connector headphones and they work. People have them, but they are not cheap. They are $300 to get them now. Now there's two other questions that people are asking. One, how am I gonna be able to use my headphones that I have now, that I own now, like I just said with my Beats, maybe your earpods that you've bought 500 of. I don't know how many earpods you have, but maybe 500 earpods. But anyways, how are you gonna be able to use those? And the second question is, how am I gonna be able to charge my phone while I'm listening to music? Well, the answer to the first one is pretty simple. What did Apple do when they made the 30-pin dot connector to the Lightning connector? They made an adapter. So then you could work all of your docks and stuff like that with the new iPhone. So I would not be surprised here if they did the exact same thing. Apple will probably be releasing a Lightning to headphone jack, so then you can use your auxiliary cables and all the headphones that you already have, all the earpods you already have, whatever you already have that works with a headphone jack. Now to answer the second question, how practical is it that you're listening to your music while you are charging your phone? I know that maybe I've done it once or twice, but it's not very practical that you're doing this. The thing that is practical with it is watching Netflix or something like that while you have the device plugged in. But you're not gonna really put headphones in while you have your device plugged in if it's just you watching. You might do this sometime, but in most cases, you're not going to. Overall, I think that, in my opinion, I would not risk the thinness of a phone and stuff like that. I would keep the phone a little bit thicker, so then we have better battery, keep the headphone jack, and quit changing the connectors, but that's me and not them. But also, a part of me knows that this is not gonna be a strange thing. I think many companies are gonna start switching to this to get rid of the headphone jack, because a lot of things that we've seen in the past are already gone. Ethernet cables, AV cables, and stuff like that, they've all been replaced by better things. Wi-Fi, HDMI, and now the headphone jack is kind of being replaced by Bluetooth if you think about it. So like I just said, I think that this is gonna be something that's gonna happen either way, whether Apple does it now or not. It's just a matter of time for companies to buy into it, and really, it's coming here very soon. But here's another thing, people can complain about it now all they want, but it's just gonna have to take us time to get used to it, which we will get used to it, just like how we did the lightning connector. It'll just take some time. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, click the like button down below, subscribe, and remember to follow me on Twitter so you guys can make your voices heard in some of my videos. And I will see you guys in the next one.